Hey, this is Zach Hilder, Executive Creative Director of 72 and sunny Los Angeles, coming to you live from the hottest spot in the south of France, Sport Beach, hosted by Stagwell. I'm here with my very good friend, Ian Trombetta, SVP of Social Influencer and Content Marketing at the NFL. Welcome, Ian.
Great to be here. Amazing week.
Yes, it's been a great week. I think it'd be great, first of all, just to tell the people a little bit what your job is. What do you do?
Yeah, so I oversee all the social media at the NFL, the league accounts. We support the clubs and the players. In addition to that, I oversee our content marketing team, which is our internal content studio, which has really grown over the last couple of years, as well as our influencer and our creative marketing team.
Nice, that's so great. And as you know, it's the summer, it's the offseason. The players are about to hit the training camp. How does your team get ready for the season during the offseason?
Yeah, that's a great question. We try to throttle things down after the draft a little bit, just because our teams are on pretty much 24/7.
Sure.
If news breaks, of course, on social media, we're one of the biggest news outlets for our fans.
Right.
So we try to throttle it down just a little bit, and then obviously as we get closer to training camp, it's full bore once again. So honestly, once we leave Cannes, it's right around the corner.
Right to work.
Super excited.
Okay, well, let's enjoy the rest of today. That's all we got.
Exactly.
Nice. And how big is your team? What is your team? Is it global, I assume? What's your team look like?
Yeah, increasingly it's looking across the globe,
okay,
and helping and supporting the international teams
sure,
in the local markets.
Okay.
We want to make sure that we empower those local teams as much as we can. But I think what you're seeing now from the NFL is this real push to become a truly global brand.
Right.
And obviously 72 and Sunny is a great partner
nice,
in helping us get there.
Great. Brands have the power to shape hearts and minds, create culture. The NFL, it feels like, is getting bigger than ever. What do you see, how do you see the NFL shaping culture?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I've been a football fan my whole life.
Sure.
And I think if you go back and you look 20, 30 years ago, and you watch some of the old film, or you've been a big follower of the game like I have, you can really see this concerted effort for us to really move players to the center.
Sure.
In a way that is probably less adversarial, I would say, and much more collaborative and all rooted in partnership.
Sure.
So that idea and that notion really then leads us to a place where we call it our helmets off strategy.
Sure.
Which Tim Ellis, our CMO,
yes,
coined that phrase. But essentially that's at the root of so much of what we're doing. And when you pair together these incredible, powerful, athletic players who are doing amazing things on the field, together with the humanity, sure, and the intimacy of what's going on with their personal lives and some of their interests like fashion or gaming, it really is a powerful combination. And I think one of the things that separates us the most is this approachability.
Right.
The approachability of players. I think there's really something there for everyone, whether you're a young girl or an older avid fan.
Sure. It's funny because when I bring in new members to the team, I say we have two audiences. Obviously, the fans themselves. But the second audience is the players. And really, I think credit to you and Tim and your team of really feeling like you've begin to be able to really invest in things that are important to them,
yeah,
and feel like they now have a really vital role in the marketing.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, when we leave Cannes, we're going to be in Los Angeles with about 40 players.
Right.
We're partnering with Larry Fitzgerald, who's
nice,
obviously one of our tremendous legends, and we're creating a whole program, and it's going to be just a full 2 days of different ways in which the league can learn, sure, from the players and vice versa, and how we can support them. So we're going to bring CEOs from EA, from YouTube,
nice,
from Amazon. They're going to speak to them more on the business side, and then we're going to continue to offer up as many tools and resources to the players as we can.
Nice, that's great. It wouldn't be a Cannes interview if I didn't ask you about AI. Do you see that playing a role in your future? I know, especially when you think of, highlights, or is there things that you can automate, or is there a role AI plays, you see it in the future?
Yeah, we are using AI now,
okay,
and we're using it in several different areas, across social media, across some of our creative, our media, and one-to-one.
Sure.
There's a lot there. There's obviously going to be more that we're going to be doing.
Right.
And I think that's particularly interesting when you think about the ways in which fans are going to interact with our content. Really in ways in which we can go global,
sure,
through AI and really taking our assets to a different level. I don't see a world in which we're going to take our hands off the wheel anytime soon.
Right.
And the reason for that, one of the big reasons, is that our fans are so dialed in,
right, to
everything that we're doing. And I'll give you one example. On the player likeness, if we're using an AI tool and the player likeness is not exactly who they are,
right,
we're going to hear about it.
Right.
And it causes a lot of disruptions. That's
Sure.
just one minor example, but you can start to see how that could play out, where we really need to be on our P's and Q's.
Nice. That makes a lot of sense. And I'll just, follow it up, just a last question. Two years ago, I don't think any of us could imagine athletes having such an impact at Cannes, and especially all these brands wanting to talk to them. What do you think athletes will play in shaping the future of brands?
I mean, first off, big shout out to 72 and Sunny and Stagwell for bringing together Sports Beach here. It's been the talk of Cannes, honestly. We just had the Kelseys and some amazing panelists throughout the whole week. So I think that from the first year we were here to where we are now, it's been tremendous to see guys like Shannon Sharp, guys like Carl Nassif.
Sure.
I could just go down a whole laundry list of folks. And it's great. It's great for us to continue to build not only the league on a global basis,
Sure.
but also the player brands. And that's been, I think, a real success for them coming here and getting a FaceTime with these big influential leaders across these different companies.
100%. Thank you so much, Ian. It's been a pleasure.
Always a pleasure seeing you, Zach.
Thank you. Signing off from Sport Beach, hosted by Stagwell.